This is Cuenca, Ecuador, where it all starts. It's a city deep in the heart of the Andes where the old meets the new. While living in Cuenca, students have the opportunity to explore the city and experience the rich Ecuadorian culture. With a population of nearly 350,000, Cuenca seems the perfect size to really feel at home while staying in Ecuador. On a typical day in Cuenca, one may find people enjoying their day in the park or bargaining for goods in the market.
5:30, ¿ya? Chévere, gracias, señor.
Tradition comes alive when the festivities begin. Food, music, dancing, and more line the streets during the Fiestas de Cuenca, which take place during the first weekend in November. Ecuador has two major defining qualities that help make up the country that it is today. One of them is its breathtaking landscape. The other is the rich and complex history that can still be seen today. Throughout a semester here, students have the opportunity to experience both of these qualities while traveling en Camino, or on the road.
Ingapirca was rad because it was one of the first trips I feel like we went on where we got to see just a little slice of Incan architecture, stonework, and it was amazing to see history preserved so well. Something that stands out in my mind is we were walking into the Temple of the Sun, and our guide Javier was, pointing out to us a part of the wall and the Incan stonework, how you can't even put a piece of paper through, in between these blocks that are held together with nothing, no cement, no anything. It was really cool to see. It was a great step back in time.
That's pretty much the Cañari construction, the original constructions we had more than 3,000 years ago. The difference is basically that the Incas liked straight lines. The Cañari is a little bit more circular shaped buildings.
Aside from history lessons, students take the opportunity to travel to the coast to experience the nature of Ecuador as well, while at the same time learning about the importance of natural preservation. Lining the coastal shores of Ecuador are the unique trees that make up the tropical mangrove forest. Here in southern Ecuador, not far from the city of Guayaquil, students were able to travel through the Chirute Mangrove Reserve by canoe on a guided tour. The roots of the mangrove trees grow into the water to create a dense home for small animals such as crabs, clams, and shrimp. They also form a protective barrier to fight off erosion and storm damage from the coast. Unfortunately, the mangroves are endangered. Over 30 years ago, they began to be destroyed in order to make way for shrimp farms. As the demand for shrimp has grown throughout the years, the mangroves have been chopped down. According to the World Rainforest Movement, thousands of ponds eventually are contaminated and abandoned, leaving behind a destroyed ecosystem. By destroying the mangroves, not only is the coast more prone to natural damage, but homes to animals are destroyed as well. It's important for the world's ecosystem to preserve this endangered forest. The Ecological Reserve in Chirute maintains the mangroves in their natural state, allowing wildlife to roam freely and peacefully throughout the area. Without this preservation, one of nature's beauties will surely disappear.
Giving back to the community is one way a student spent her afternoons while staying in Cuenca for this semester.
Repite palabra por palabra.
Saturday.
Erin Lochran has been working on a service learning project at a local orphanage.
That we're right now in Miguel Leon, which is called an orphanage, but it's not really. But also there's girls here that some of them are orphans, but most of them, their families just can't afford to pay for food, clothes, shelter, all those necessary things. I learned a lot about Spanish in the classroom, which is awesome because I want to be a Spanish teacher, so it worked out pretty well. I think that our relationship at the onset was very rocky because I didn't really understand what they were saying, nor did they understand me. But now it's actually a really strong bond.
The importance of community service is stressed throughout the fall semester in the Andes program.
They make me happy. They're really unique little girls. I mean, it's really cool to get to know their personality. And by doing that, I get to know Cuenca a little bit better, get to know Spanish a little bit better, and I think that, for me, is the coolest thing about it.
But it's not all work and no play. We also like to have a little fun as well. The boys decided that they were going to go on a little catapult adventure. But most of the time, we like to keep both feet on the ground.